7 things a high-value man should never do with a woman. Being a high-value man has nothing to do with driving a flashy car or showing off muscles at the gym. That's just the packaging. What really matters is what's inside. Your character, your purpose, and how you treat others, especially women. Being this kind of man gives you the confidence to face life, builds meaningful relationships, and earns you respect effortlessly. It's not about what you have. It's about who you are. Simple as that. These days, the term high value is often misunderstood. Many think that to impress others, they need a huge bank account or a flashy lifestyle. But do you know what really impresses people? Consistency, authenticity, and emotional intelligence. Once you tap into this, your whole life begins to change, including your relationships. And the best part? It's something any man can learn and apply. Now, tell me, have you ever felt like something was off, even when everything seemed fine? Like a poorly chosen word or a questionable action that ruined the vibe? Relax, this is more common than you think. The difference between an average guy and a high-value man is that the latter learns from these moments. He adjusts, understands the impact of his actions, and grows from it. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about here. Thing number 1, never dismiss her feelings. Want a quick way to kill the vibe? Say something like, "You're overreacting," or ignore how she feels. A lot of guys do this without realizing it, but a high-value man, he understands that feelings, even when they seem confusing, are important. Respecting her emotions shows empathy and emotional maturity, qualities that attract and strengthen connections. Think about it. She vents about work. You can ignore it, offer a quick solution, or try to understand what it means to her. The last option, my friend, is what makes the difference. It doesn't mean you have to solve all her problems, but just being present, listening, and validating her feelings matters. Sometimes, she just needs to vent, not hear a step-by-step guide on how to fix everything. When you dismiss her feelings, you're setting the stage for the relationship to unravel. Ever felt frustrated when someone brushed off how you felt? Now imagine that coming from the person she wants to build something serious with. Every time you ignore or downplay her emotions, you chip away at the trust and connection between you two. So next time she opens up, practice active listening. Pay attention without judging or interrupting. Think, what is this teaching me about her? Simply validating her emotions puts you ahead of many guys who choose indifference. Plus, it makes you someone she genuinely respects and admires. Thing number 2, never be passive in your decisions. Always saying whatever works might seem harmless, but it's a classic mistake many guys make. Why? Because not taking the initiative can come across as insecure. And insecurity? Not exactly attractive. A high-value man knows what he wants and isn't afraid to act, even if it means taking risks. It's not about being controlling, but about showing direction and willingness to take the lead. Picture this. You're deciding where to eat, and your go-to answer is, you pick. At first, it's fine, but over time, it gets old. Why? Because it looks like you have no opinion. A high-value man offers suggestions, takes charge, and doesn't offload all the decision-making onto someone else. He shows personality even in the little things, and those actions build respect. This applies not just to dinner plans, but also to the bigger stuff, career, personal life, and shared goals. A proactive man exudes confidence, and confidence is undeniably attractive. She needs to know she can trust you to lead when it matters, without hesitation. If you've been a bit passive, start small. The next time a choice comes up, ask yourself, what do I really want here? Then share your idea and stick to it. You'll be amazed at the impact. And remember, leading with confidence is one of the strongest traits of a high-value man. Thing number 3, never get stuck in the past. Carrying the past like a weight on your shoulders is a major mistake. Mistakes, traumas, exes, they're all lessons, not anchors. Clinging to these stories only limits your growth and poisons the present. A high-value man understands that the past is just a turned page in the book of life, not the whole story. Think about it. Have you ever caught yourself comparing your current partner to an ex? Or bringing up past mistakes that should have been left behind? This doesn't just kill the mood, it makes her feel like she'll never be good enough for you. A high-value man closes chapters with maturity, leaving room to build something new, light, and full of potential. Dwelling on failures and disappointments doesn't just harm your relationship, it hurts your self-esteem. Replaying what went wrong reinforces the idea that you're stuck in who you were rather than focusing on who you can become. Letting go of the past takes courage and focus. It's a sign of strength, not weakness, to learn from the lows and move forward. The woman with you deserves someone who lives in the present and is ready to build something real without ghosts from the past. Start by accepting what's done and embracing what's possible. It's freeing for both you and your relationship. Thing number 4, never play emotional games. You know those little games meant to spark jealousy or test boundaries? Forget about them. Posting vague things just to get a reaction or disappearing for days without explanation might create short-term excitement. But in the long run, it only creates chaos. A high-value man doesn't waste time on emotional manipulation because he knows it screams insecurity. And let's face it, insecurity is far from attractive. Imagine posting something on social media just to make her suspicious or starting unnecessary conflicts to test if she'll chase you. Does that sound clever? Maybe in your head, but in reality, it creates confusion and erodes trust. Genuine connections don't have room for these tactics. They don't build anything solid and, worse, make you seem unserious. What truly impresses is authenticity. Being upfront about what you feel, want, and expect is the ultimate power move. Women respect men who are brave enough to be clear and consistent instead of complicating things with mind games. Showing vulnerability and honesty doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong and worthy of respect. So drop the games and start building something real. Healthy connections are built on respect and transparency, not cheap tricks. Want to be remembered as someone of value? Be genuine, because authenticity is what truly sets a high-value man apart from the rest. Thing number 5, never neglect your own independence. Losing yourself in a relationship is like giving up who you are, and man, that's a trap. A high-value man understands that independence is essential. It's what keeps your identity, hobbies, and goals intact, and ultimately, your appeal as well. If you drop all of that to please her or mold yourself to her preferences, you not only lose her respect, but also your own. Think about it. If you loved playing guitar, playing soccer, or working on a career project before meeting her, why throw it all away now? Relationships aren't prisons, they're partnerships. And partnerships work best when both people have full lives outside of the relationship. It shows that you're happy on your own and that she's a complement, not the sole source of your happiness. Maintaining your independence also means knowing when to say no. This could be something simple like taking time for your own interests, or something more significant like setting boundaries when needed. Men who say yes to everything just to avoid conflict or displeasing her end up seeming like they have no backbone. Having your own direction is far more powerful than just being the nice guy. So invest in yourself. Prioritize your interests and keep your goals in sight. This not only keeps your life balanced and exciting, but also shows that you're confident, self-assured, and authentic. A complete man is far more magnetic. Thing number 6, never underestimate the value of direct communication. Speaking directly is one of the most powerful things you can do. But here's where many guys mess up. They speak in half-truths, avoid important conversations, or expect the other person to figure out what they mean. The result? Confusion, unnecessary fights, and a strained relationship. A high-value man knows that clarity is everything when it comes to building trust, and trust is the foundation of any connection. Now, imagine she's bothered by something, and you choose to ignore it because it's better not to bring it up. It might seem easier in the moment, but it only builds tension. The same goes for the reverse. If you're upset about something but stay silent, it becomes nearly impossible to address. Being upfront about your feelings or needs isn't rude, it's honest. And honesty strengthens every relationship. Direct communication doesn't mean bulldozing through conversations. The goal is to be truthful yet respectful. For example, instead of dodging that tough conversation, pick a calm moment to share your perspective and listen to hers as well. This shows that you care and that you're emotionally mature enough to handle what needs to be resolved. When you practice direct communication, you resolve conflicts with less drama and create an environment where both people feel heard. This skill puts you on a level few achieve, that of being trustworthy and admirable. Ever wanted a formula to attract any woman, anywhere? Kate Spring, a global authority on the psychology of attraction, has developed the Obsession Method, a proven system that has transformed the love lives of thousands of men worldwide. Imagine being part of an exclusive group of men who, by applying these techniques, have unlocked the true power of attracting women authentically and irresistibly. It's no surprise that the Obsession Method is the most sought-after seduction system among men of all ages and backgrounds. For those tired of failures and rejections, it's been a game changer. These men are now living a reality you can achieve too. Being the man who chooses and is desired, a man with the power to create connections that intrigue and captivate women. This is your moment. Join the thousands of men who have already transformed their love lives with the Obsession Method. Click the link below in the comments and discover how Kate Spring can help you achieve what you've always wanted quickly and effectively. Thing number 7. Never overlook the little acts of respect. What separates good men from great ones? The details. Many guys think that to impress someone, they need grand gestures. But the truth is that it's the small, everyday actions that matter most. Simple things like remembering something she said, genuinely thanking her, or showing real interest in her projects are what build respect and admiration. Think of a common scenario. She's talking about her day, and you pick up your phone in the middle of the conversation. It might seem minor, but it speaks volumes. Or worse, you treat her friends or family with indifference. These small missteps weaken your image. On the other hand, paying attention, asking questions, or complimenting something she's done can have a huge and genuine impact. Demonstrating respect also means knowing when to give her space. Respecting boundaries, supporting her decisions, and understanding moments of silence show that you're not clingy or overbearing. A high-value man balances care and independence, creating a healthy and solid connection. In the end, it's these little gestures that show you truly care. A man who masters this doesn't just impress, he builds a relationship that lasts. Now that you know the 7 things to avoid, subscribe to the channel and check out the next video that's already playing on the screen.